Welcome to the Carolina Beat. I'm Chad Greenhill, here today with Juliana Norris Monroe to talk about all the things.
All the things. We're just going to connect dots today.
Awesome.
It's not a throwaway segment.
Right.
I harp on the autonomic nervous system.
Fight or flight.
How our thoughts
Sure.
affect our physiology. Okay. So, we perceive what's happening around us. We observe form. Behavior is actually also form, believe it or not. And form and function are, they're interdependent, right? And we can bridge that gap between, a little bit of the metaphysical and the spiritual with the scientific, and we can also say form and function translates to anatomy and physiology. But I want to always harp and pound that our thoughts are affecting our physiology. So when we think a thought that triggers a negative emotion, we're activating fight or flight. We are turning on the emergency functioning system of the body,
Right.
and we are reducing our rate of regeneration and of optimal functioning. We're reducing that. It's a very powerful challenge.
Just by our thoughts, just by thinking a
That's
negative
it.
thought and bringing something negative into our mind.
Or just allowing the perspective
Right.
to entertain the idea that there is something to fear. Rewind. Allowing the perspective, your perception of what you are involved in, what you're observing, because sometimes you don't have to be involved in something.
Right.
You could be watching a movie.
Sure.
But allowing what you are observing to penetrate into your experience and for you to begin to be fearful, or to worry. Activating fight or flight.
Well, I personally have kind of dealt with this a little bit, and I don't like to bring myself into these episodes, but
Here you go again.
I want to make sure that we bring something up that the viewers understand. So the practice of not doing that feels like the hard part to me. The practice of controlling that.
I'm glad you bring us back to the practical part, right? And so let's open up this can of worms. Are you a body, or are you the energy that animates the body? Are you the electrical voltage, electromagnetic, electrochemical aspects of what makes you this dynamic being? This is very important. Who are you identifying as? Because if you choose to take that leap of faith and identify as energy and not form, you can shift your perspective. And in that moment of panic, you can, remind yourself, I am not in the body is in me. Who's the me? Maybe it's this consciousness, this mind that is infinite, that cannot be destroyed. Can you kill someone's thoughts? Can you destroy a thought? No. So what if you, in your truest essence, are a thought? In whose mind? Well, that's the million-dollar question. In whose mind?
So controlling that will help us to live healthier,
right,
happier, and all around affect the way that we not only perceive the world, but how we interact with the world.
Absolutely, right? As we shift, then the world around us shifts. It's kind of paradoxical, right? Because
Sure.
you want to understand that there are certain things that you can't control. It's like the serenity prayer in recovery. Understand, you cannot control someone else's actions, behaviors, thoughts. But can you come into resonance with a higher rate of vibration? And then can you gently awaken that in another, if they will allow it? And the answer is yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow, this is amazing information. I appreciate you sharing this with me.
Thank you for appreciating it.
Yeah, no problem.